What is going on, my fellow Jets fans? Welcome to the latest episode of the New York Jets State of My podcast, coming at you as I love to do each and every week. This is your boy, Malcolm Harper, aka MH Jets Fan 83. You can find me on X, Instagram, YouTube, and now I am on TikTok at MH Jets Fan 83, which is one word, all lowercase. You can find the audio version of this podcast on any of the digital platforms of Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or Amazon Music. The video version of this podcast will also be available on my YouTube channel at MHJetsFan83. For all of my first-time followers, welcome to my podcast. Or if you're watching on my YouTube channel for the first time, welcome to my channel. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back. Before I get to my thoughts on what the new GM Darren Mougey and head coach Aaron Glenn said in their respective press conferences today, plus the latest Jets news, if you can do me a huge favor and share this podcast along with my social media accounts with not only other Jets fans, but NFL fans, that would be greatly appreciated. I will be posting key clips of this episode on my TikTok page. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button so that my podcast and channel can grow, and leave me a comment as well on any of my previous episodes. With all that being said, let's get to my reactions to the press conferences, starting with the new GM, Darren Mougey. He addressed the elephant in the room about Aaron Rodgers. He addressed the Aaron Rodgers situation, and he did say they're moving in a different direction. He did keep those discussions private. He is not going to deny or confirm the rumors. He was not going to get into specifics. He also denies giving Aaron Rodgers an ultimatum to return. He is also happy about Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, and Tyrod Taylor all on the team. To add on what he said about Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner, he said, it's a case-by-case basis for extending players 3+ years in. He was able to get the coaches and the scouts together to figure out what they will be looking for in players. He also did say he is willing to trade up or trade down the number 7 overall pick. He is keeping all options open, not only at the quarterback position, but all positions. He did say that they have 8 draft picks. And on a side note, according to Tankathon, the Jets do not have any picks in the 7th round. Just keep that in mind. He did mention that Devontae is on the team and will address it. Come on. Long story short, they're going to release him. Let's call it for what it is. And I gave y'all the numbers in my last episode on what happens when he is officially released. He stuck with the script. And yes, it is a PR move on what to say and what not to say. Let's move right along to the head coach, Aaron Glenn's press conference. His opening statement when he came up to the podium to address the media, he said, quote, I said it in my first press conference that I'm very grateful to be head coach of the team. There is a number of things that transpired over the first month with the conversation with Moog about the roster, the coaching staff, scouting department, and ownership. He said he loves the forward thinking of the group. He did talk about Steve Wilks. They both see football the same way. He is someone that Aaron Glenn can lean on since he has experience as a head coach. I absolutely love it. He's going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. He said that even though Ben was the OC, there was a lot of people that were heavenly game plan for the offense, including new OC, Tanner Enstrand. He did say that he talked to Quentin Williams about his thumb down emoji in response to Aaron Rodgers' decision. Acknowledges not all of his decisions will be popular. Those conversations will remain in-house, he says. Every decision that me and Moog make is to win now. As men, we talk about it. To me, he has the entire pulse of the team, in my opinion. Here is one thing that I absolutely love in that press conference. He says, I don't want to disrespect the players we have on this team. He said it's time to start respecting Quincy Williams, APT, and Joe Tippmann. And to me, when he said that, he already won me over after he said that. He is looking at the big picture point of view. When asked about what he looks for in all positions, including the quarterback position, his one-word response was winners. Also looking at smart, tough, aggressive, and resilient players. Finally, an adult in the room. He sounds a lot better than Robert Saleh. See, Robert Saleh sounded like a substitute teacher, a car salesman, and a politician all rolled up into one. Am I wrong on that, Jets fans? I'm pretty sure you guys could agree with me on that as well, too. I love his answers when asked about corners at 5'10", with him being 5'10" corner himself. He says the number one thing that he is looking for is speed, vertical jump, the arm length. That is the scouting background coming out of him. And I like that a lot from Aaron Glenn. So in other Jets news, Josina Anderson from Proveda posted an article. She said in the article that multiple people within the team believe Tyrod Taylor's ability to run the offense. Also mentioned in the article, a team source told Provada that Aaron Rodgers was the model teammate and many questions of his criticisms were overblown. The direct quote from the article says, he was an outstanding teammate. I've seen him support the guys in many ways. He might be moody sometimes, but I saw him taking notes every meeting. We're talking about a Hall of Fame quarterback who knows everything about every offense, taking down notes, the source said. I know he hand wrote people Christmas cards, and I heard he paid for some food trucks for guys during lunch. So things like that. I'm telling you, nobody gives a effing bleep that he wasn't there for mandatory minicamp. There's something you media people harp on. We just roll with Tyrod Taylor. In other Jets news, former Jets offensive line coach, Keith Carter was just named the assistant offensive line coach of the Minnesota Vikings. He was horrible, and so was Saleh. So, Keith Carter, enjoy that demotion. I'm sorry, I had to go put that out there anyway. So, the 2025 Scouting Combine will start this Thursday from 3 to 8 p.m. Eastern. They're going to start the Scouting Combine with the defensive linemen and the linebackers. On Friday, from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern will be defensive backs and the tight ends. On Saturday, from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. will be the skill position players of the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, and the running backs. And the NFL Scouting Combine will conclude Sunday with the offensive linemen from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. It will be very interesting to see how free agency will play out once the new league year starts on March 12th at 4 p.m. Eastern. We're all going to get a sense of what the Jets will do at the quarterback position. And I know that Tyrod Taylor and Jordan Travis will not be the only two quarterbacks that will be on the roster. Once OTA starts, mandatory minicamp starts, and training camp starts from April all the way through July. So those are my thoughts on the respective press conferences on Darren Mougey and Aaron Glenn and the latest Jets news. So before I sign off, let me get to the latest new followers that just follow me on social media accounts of X, Instagram, and TikTok, respectively. Big shout out to my new followers on X, my buddy Nick Shine, aka at Nick Shine Show. And make sure you follow his YouTube channel. He does amazing work. Cheese, Cheez, aka Football Cheese. Sportsaholics Anonymous, aka Sports Anon 12, and Jolt, aka at JOLT_1. Also, I want to give a shout out to the following new followers on Instagram. Jets Babe, aka NY Sports Girly, Garo, aka Lower East Side 168, Joe Namath the Cat, aka Joe Namath _ the Cat, and Alan Vasquez, aka Alan_Vasquez_99. Shout out to the new followers on TikTok. Louis Kilpatrick Jr., aka Louis Kilpatrick Jr., Darren Stokes, aka Darren Stokes, gmail.com121, Sauce SZN, aka Sauce Gardner SZN, Justice, aka Justice_Ant-Man, and Johnny Mulligan 851, a Johnny Mulligan 851. With all that being said, I'm officially signing off. So you guys are awesome. I can't thank you guys enough for supporting me on this podcast and all of my social media accounts. Let me know what y'all think in the Jets. Let me know what y'all think of the latest Jets news in the comments section. If y'all don't know who to watch for in the combine, please follow my buddy, the Jets Ward. He posted a video earlier today on his YouTube channel to watch for this week at the combine. And also make sure you follow his channel as well too. Also, hit the like button, the subscribe on my YouTube channel or any of my digital platforms of Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Amazon Music. So when I publish a brand new episode, you will get a notification. Also, follow me on social media on X, Instagram, YouTube, and now on TikTok. I will be back next week to recap what happened at the Combine, the latest Jets news, and getting closer to free agency So hopefully we could talk about contract extensions on Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, maybe Jermaine Johnson, and also making a decision on Brees Hall with free agency and along with the free agency signings that are bound to happen. So until then, JETS, 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 Jets. Stay safe and take care.